Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to talk about, is it possible for us to have premonitions if we don't live long, if we don't see ourselves having a long life? Sometimes, not often, I get people that will say this to me, say, Susan, I never thought I was going to live long. Do you see me having a short life? Now, what do you say to that? Well, it depends who's asking me. If it's somebody that I can really, really believe and feel that I can't tell them no because I know that they wouldn't believe that. I'm pretty honest with my readings foremost. But I can also see who can handle it and who can't. And for some people, they can't handle it. Now, many times people will come in my office and they'll say, Susan, I don't want to know anything bad. And I say, I never say anything bad. I'm here to enlighten and to guide. Am I one of these people? Well, I see you having a car accident. No. And anyone who says something like that, don't go to them. Number one, it's not something that is polite because it can really alter our thoughts in such a negative way. But guiding is another story, okay? But getting back to the subject, can you have a premonition of you not living long? The answer is most definitely yes. As much as, listen, everybody is here on their own timeline. Everybody's here on their own expiration, as they say, okay? And it's really what we make of our life. It's not the quantity, it's the quality of how we're going to live. So for those of you that have a feeling that they're not going to have a long life, you know what? Okay, so if you have this premonition, then go ahead with your life. Do what you want to do. Savor every moment of it. And you should savor it regardless if you have a shorter span or a longer span. But just go on and be you. This is the moral of this video today. It shouldn't matter what the longevity of your life is, but how you live it. I find that to be very, very important. And this is the mindset that you need to go. Many times I've met children that never saw themselves living long. And you're going to say, really, Susan, even children? Yes. And as they grew up, some of them, they couldn't make it till 16. Some of them didn't make it till 19. Some of them made it till maybe in their early 20s. And you're going to say, oh, I have seen this often. Is it sad? Well, it's always sad when a young life is taken for various reasons. But then I can go and flip that to you. Do you know how many times I'll see people and I know that they're not going to live long? I see it. And you say, well, what do you say? Do you tell them? Nope. It's not for me to do. It's not for me. It's not my journey. Don't you see? Because then I'm tempting in with fate to whatever their journey is going to take them. It's one thing helping people if they're depressed and you're trying to get them to be okay and trying to facilitate the right people to help them. Absolutely. But I truly believe, unless it's suicide, your fate is your fate. It's destined. I do believe that. If it's your time, it's your time. And there's not one thing you're going to be able to do to prolong that if it's your time. Many times I say to people, do you ever hear stories or somebody that's cheated death where the circumstances around them, they should have gone, but they didn't? Why? Because it wasn't their time. It's the same thing. When it's your time, no matter what you do. So I do believe that. Am I comfortable when it's my time for me? Yes. Yes, because I really do understand the analogy of a lifetime and what we're here to do, to learn. So whenever our time ends, we have to be good with that. We really do. That's why I always say, savor the moments, hug your loved ones, make sure you always tell them how important that they are. If you have that dream to do something, go do it. Try at least to do it. Try to surround yourself with the things you've always wanted. If you have a passion, a hobby to do something, do it. You should. Not because you're afraid you're going to die, but you should do it because you're here to live. And that is the moral of the story. So if you have a premonition or not, it's going to come. And if you do, you just go ahead and you live, and that's what you need to do. You can't wait for one shoe to constantly be falling off your foot. That's not the way we're intended to live this life. Whatever's going to be is going to be. But the bottom line, like I always say, it's not what's being given to you, it's how you handle it. That is truly the mission. Stop and smell those roses. You know, if you have a lot of bills or you like a certain way of living, but it takes an incredible amount of money and you're stressing yourself out, and this is why you're working in this type of job, maybe it's time to rethink how you live. Maybe simplicity is what you should be seeking. Anything to make your life better, happier, peaceful. But don't be afraid of it. So if you have a feeling that it is what it is what it is. You are still here in the time being, and you need to live your best life for you and what you take away, because that's what this is. When it's our time to go, all the houses, all the money, all your beautiful clothes, your jewelry, everything, you think you take that with you, you don't. Trust me, what is more important and what you do take away is the love and the experiences. That is something that is embedded in your soul. That is more important. So instead of thinking on dying, think of the memories and think of all the good things that you're here to do and to make. So I hope this has enlightened you. It's given you food for thought. But remember, change up the attitude and how you see it. If you've had the premonition, is it true? Probably, most likely, you're getting it for a reason, but that doesn't mean you have to stop living. So please enjoy that, because you are priceless every single day. You are important. Your self-worth is important. Remember that. Until next time, have a blessed week. Subscribe to Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and you'll be sure to get a lot more topics that we will discuss. Keep those questions coming too. All the best. Love you. Bye-bye.